No. That open. Yeah, nice. Yeah, it's nerves in the end. The temple does. The temple will higher. Do right hand. It's up. Right hand. Wait. Up, we do. We do it. Yeah. We do right hand. That's it. Yeah. That's it. That's it. Right. That's it. There you go. That's it. Good. That's it. There you go. One, two. Movement. Movement right. Yeah. I can get to me.
Teofimo Lopez isn't approaching this camp lightly. He's fully dialed in, training with the awareness of who'll be standing across from him on fight night. Preparing for a master technician like Shakur Stevenson has nothing to do with showmanship. It demands structure, precision, and command. That's where Teofimo's head is right now. Focused, disciplined, and locked into every detail that matters.
Yes, here. We'll get to here, but he'll not need another step. Yeah. Sure. That's to make him head back here to the wall. Yes. That's it. Yeah. Okay. That's it. Right hand. That's it.
Footage from his camp reveals a focused, no-frills approach. The work is explosive but controlled, pads cracking, foot positioning drilled relentlessly, rhythm shifting without warning, and exercises designed to trap angles rather than follow movement. This isn't wild offense, it's pressure applied with purpose. Guiding it all as ever is his father and head trainer, Teofimo Lopez Sr., challenging him mentally just as hard as physically. Their relationship is intense and uncompromising, forged through years of trust and shared battles. Lopez Sr. keeps hammering home the value of patience, stressing that a slick mover isn't beaten by rushing exchanges or forcing openings. The key is deception, building traps, and letting the fight come to you. Conditioning work remains relentless, built around explosive lifts, quick sprint bursts, and intense core training to make sure his power and sharpness hold up late into the fight. What truly defines this camp is its balance. Teofimo isn't chasing a single dramatic moment. He's refining his instincts, closing small gaps, and preparing to apply steady pressure, round by round, against an opponent who capitalizes on every error done on the opposite side of this tactical battle. Shakur Stevenson's camp runs at a completely different rhythm. It's calm, controlled, and almost uneventful to an outside eye, which is exactly how Stevenson prefers it. His preparation is rooted in repetition and accuracy, mastering distance, disguising intent with feints, and drilling defense until mistakes are nearly erased. Coma and the coaching staff are reinforcing the basics, while simulating scenarios designed to neutralize Teofimo's explosive surges and sudden changes of pace. Expect constant side-to-side movement, sharp stop and start footwork, and clean angle resets after every exchange.
Yep, that's fine. Take that fine. July 12th, demolishment. We're gonna demolish. Guys way too slow, force too sharp, too fast, too strong.
Sparring sessions bring in larger, explosive partners designed to test him on both a physical and mental level. The conditioning work is steady and unforgiving, built to keep him sharp and clear-headed deep into the later rounds. There's no trash talk coming out of camp, only quiet belief in the work being done. Shakur isn't preparing to show off power. His focus is on taking choices away, breaking Lopez's rhythm, and creating the frustration that leads to a single decisive mistake. One moment that can tilt the entire fight.
So far, camp going great. We about a month away from fight day. Everything going according to plan. Core look great, man, great. We getting the rounds in. Everything going according to schedule.
We coming.
We coming for the victory. You know, me as a trainer, I don't train to go the distance. I think that's wear and tear on the body. You put all the work in camp to make the fight night as easy as possible.
And that's where the contrast becomes crystal clear. Shakur's quiet, clinical preparation gives way to Teofimo Lopez stepping forward with absolute certainty in who he is, no approval required. Watching his interview, the confidence is unmistakable. It's not loud or performative. It's that steady assurance that unsettles anyone standing across from him. Teofimo isn't focused on resumes or betting lines. He speaks like someone convinced this moment was inevitable, like this fight exists because the timing was finally right and everything aligned exactly as it was meant to.
Grand fashion, going for the knockout.
Well, I think that the whole thing is the Bible of boxing really is that if you look for the knockout, you won't get it. You know, I think really it's just all about setting the good pace early in the beginning rounds and then going from there, setting that tone. I think that I don't see him going those 12 rounds. This is his first time moving up to 140. A lot of these guys can say a lot of things about me not knocking them out or whatnot, but they don't come and try to fight me after they feel this power. So it's for a reason. It carries.
What stands out is how he dismisses the obsession with a knockout without shying away from it. His message is clear. Chase the finish too hard and you lose control of the fight, but establish authority early and the power will show up on its own. That's seasoned insight from someone who still gets labeled as reckless. He understands that 140 pounds is a different world. He knows Shakur is stepping up, and he's banking on sustained pressure and tempo to deliver a harsh reality check. What really resonates is how natural Teofimo looks embracing the underdog role once again.
Someone that, is all about against all odds. I've been like that since me winning the 2015 U.S. Olympic trials and didn't, have my spot for the Olympic berth to represent Team USA in 2016 Olympic Games. I think my whole thing's always been that way, so even Richard Comey, when I won my first world title back in 2019 at 22 against the champion himself, a lot of the odds were always against me, and I think that's when I perform my best, and I look forward to doing.
We've watched this pattern play out before. Doubt surrounds him, noise builds, and somehow that's when he sharpens the most. When he speaks about Shakur from their amateur days, the respect is real, but don't confuse that with softness. The past stays in the past once the bell sounds. No loyalty, no shared history, no gym ties, just one man standing in the way of his title. And that's not being tolerated. This feels like Teofimo right where he thrives, questioned, fueled, and fully locked into the belief that when the lights come on and it's man versus man, conviction mixed with explosiveness can still crack even the cleanest structure. You don't have to buy into it, but if you're still dismissing him now, that's a mistake you're making at your own risk.
Comes to it, competition is competition, man. This is competition and currency, you know, and you can't be friends in this game. I don't see it. I think that's what makes them soft. It's what makes our era a little bit fragile. So I think the guys like myself that still carry that with the heart of a champion and holding the Ring Magazine world title, I think that maybe we have a different form of looking at it and make boxing great.
And just when it feels like this build-up will stay calm and strategic, the press conference explodes into controlled chaos almost instantly. Watching it unfold, you realize this was inevitable. Two engines of confidence colliding, neither built with a brake pedal. Teofimo Lopez Sr. isn't speaking in coded hints or quiet strategy. His message is blunt. They've solved elite fighters before, and they're prepared to do it again. That certainty isn't performative. It comes from years of watching those plans succeed. But Shakur doesn't flinch. He stays relaxed, smiling, absorbing it all, sending a clear signal of his own. Whatever damage you've done to others doesn't apply here. You haven't met this version of me yet. And that's where the tension sharpens. This isn't manufactured noise or promotional theatrics. It's two camps staring each other down, each genuinely convinced the other has never felt the kind of pressure that's about to arrive.
Over the years to beat some great fighters, Lomachenko, Taylor, among them. How difficult is this man, Shakur Stevenson, to prepare for?
Well, I see their weakness. That's what I do. You know, we broke the code with Loma that nobody had ever done. You know, we didn't let him get comfortable in there. You saw that, you know, within like 8 rounds, he didn't know what to do. I did the same thing with Josh Taylor, and we're gonna do the same thing with Shakur.
You got Teofimo talking about unpredictability like it's a superpower, while Shakur fires back that the real vulnerability isn't in hands or feet. It's in the mind, those tiny cracks waiting to be exploited. Watching it, you can't help but chuckle, because half of this feels like a high-stakes chess match, and the other half like two men debating who truly owns confidence. The father-son energy adds another layer, too. When Teofimo Sr. steps in, it's not hype. It's a mix of protection and hard-earned experience. Meanwhile, Shakur keeps the focus entirely on the fight, not the corner. Through all the noise, the funniest and most telling part is this. Both genuinely believe the other is in for a rough night. No scripted lines, no polite gestures, just raw, unfiltered conviction clashing in public. You can laugh at the back and forth, but moments like this reveal the truth. Neither fighter is planning to settle into the other's comfort zone. This isn't casual tension. It's two undefeated mindsets locking horns, each convinced their reality will come out on top on January 31st.
To Teofimo Sr., any reaction to what he just said?
I'm not none of them fighters. I think that he did some great things against them guys. I seen a lot of weaknesses in his game too, and something that he said earlier, he said, Teo never lost to Southpaw. Well, I never lost to Orthodox. So it ain't no different, but
the difference is you never fought no elite fighter.
Okay, I don't think y'all did either.
Oh, so you gotta show it.
Here's my take. Strip away all the hype, the camps, and the press conference theatrics, and this fight comes down to one thing. Who breaks their own rhythm first, not who looks better on paper. If Shakur stays sharp, disciplined, and patient, he can absolutely dictate stretches of the fight and force Teofimo to second-guess his timing. But that's where the danger lies. Teofimo doesn't need control. He thrives on moments, and moments are exactly where structure can fracture. I don't see this turning into a non-stop highlight reel early, nor do I expect it to stay pristine all night. I envision rounds where Shakur makes everything look effortless, punctuated by explosive surges from Teofimo that remind everyone a single misstep can change everything. Pace is the deciding factor. If Teofimo can make Shakur work just a bit harder than he wants, especially in the middle rounds, the dynamic could shift in an instant. Shakur's IQ is world-class, but Teofimo's raw explosiveness isn't theoretical. It shows up whether you're ready or not. My prediction. This isn't a blowout, and it's far from boring. I lean toward Teofimo late, not because he outboxes Shakur, but because pressure, belief, and perfect timing can create chaos that control alone can't contain. Expect a fight so close that half the crowd could feel the other guy deserved it. This is the type of matchup where inches, not knockdowns, write the final verdict.